There's my mic button. There it is. Hello, good evening, everyone. My camera's stopped again. What is going on? It was working fine just before. And as soon as I've gone live, broken. How frustrating. It did this last week. Let's figure out what's going on with this. Prepare that. Deactivate it and activate it again. There we go. That's better, isn't it? I don't know. Is it better? Is it better or not? I don't know, you tell me, but that's me, and I'm going to say hello to you. Again, hello, good evening, welcome along, welcome back to Nulla Creek, welcome along to Wednesday night, more CLAAS Lego combine building, and I've actually been sitting here for the last hour just getting this field planted. I thought I'd jump in and make a start on doing a little bit of this. This one's not actually the friendliest one to plant if you're trying to build some Lego at the same time, so I thought I'd get this one done. And then we're going to jump across and get into number 19. So that's going to need to be done as well. We've got Hyper and Ryan in here at the moment. I think Ryan started on harvesting the cotton. Got barley to harvest and another field to seed down there. And all our grass to do as well. Otherwise, everything else. Oh, and Holden for Life's in here too. So Hyper, Holden and Ryan. So we've got a few people around. Animals are good. I've got enough TMR to keep them happy for now. And of course we can crank up the auto drive to get that working if we need to. So everything's all ticking along. Now tonight, I know normally Wednesday I'd have a whiskey. I actually ended up having a bit of a nap this afternoon, had a little bit of a headache, so I'm gonna skip the whiskey this evening. I've got a bottle of water. I thought I'd be responsible and do that instead of having any whiskey. So a little bit of a quiet one. But how are we all doing? Good to see you all. Welcome along. We had, I know I was talking to Ryan before, Aussie's been having some hot temperatures. I was playing some games last night with a mate in Melbourne. They were in the mid-40s, 45 in some areas. I think it hit like 48 or something in some places as well. But his power went out twice while we were gaming last night, just due to the amount of people, probably with heat pumps running, air conditioning units and things like that running. So, and in saying that, it was nice and warm here for the first time in quite some time for summer, and we were the hottest place in New Zealand. So, small little victory. And there we go. So, that's this section done. So I've done the hardest parts of this field, which is around the headlands, around all the little chunks and lumps and tricky little bits, and now all we've got to do is this biggish piece over here, which does have a couple of small bits, but this is a cool field. I like this one. I think, was it Hyper, did you and I think Tate came in and gave you a hand to create this one, didn't it? Oh, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this controller. I've been looking at buying a new one of the steering wheel modules, but I don't know how I can get one in New Zealand, so might have to have a chat to my friendly Thrustmaster ambassador and see if he can help out with that and seeing if that fixes it, because they're not actually that expensive on their own. So there we go, that's what's happening. That is what we're going to be doing. Welcome along, everyone. Oh. And the funny thing is, for the last hour and a half, or hour that I've been in here, I haven't actually had too many problems with it jumping off the steering, so fingers crossed it's going to stay there. We're chewing through the fertiliser, that's one hopper down. The seed's taking forever to go down, so we're not going to have any problems with that, but we might need a bit of extra fertiliser. I do see there's a truck over there, which Ryan brought on a bit earlier. I'm not sure what's in it, fertiliser. We'll see, we'll get over that. But welcome along, everyone, nice to see you. Hyper, thanks for jumping in, nice to have you here. Craig, good evening, buddy. Or was it Axelson who made it? Ah, there we go. I think it was someone. Good to see you, Craig. How you doing? Welcome along. Kia ora, Scott. Good evening to you, mate. Good to see you. Holden for Life. G'day, mate. Good to have you here, and thanks for jumping into the server. And Mrs. Prof. How you doing? Good to see you. Good evening. Welcome along. 5,000 litres in the truck. Okay, cool. That's good. It'll be a hopper at least, so that'll help out. We won't need it. She needed it on this field because we only used half of it doing the bits we've done already, so it should be good. And Black Phantom, g'day mate, welcome along. 46 here near Geelong, nice. I've been to Geelong once. I had a friend who lived there when I was the last time I was in Melbourne. It probably is 2004. Crazy. Went down and spent New Year's actually in Geelong with him. New Year's 2004 to 2005. It was, I think we flew to Aussie on the day of the Boxing Day tsunami, the big Indonesian tsunami. Always remember that. That's how you remember things like that. Alright, let's rip this around. I'll shoot through this. Shouldn't take too long. And we'll get moving. I need to refresh myself on where we got to with the Lego as well, so make sure we know what we're doing there. Oh goodness, see, and now, as soon as I get started, this thing just wants to keep on going on its own. Annoying. Alright, there we go. Now I am doing my absolute utmost best to try and track down one of the Ertl tractors, but for anyone in Australia, Kogan.com, Outback Farmer today sent me a link, and he's like, I managed to order it through that, and getting it in Aussie $60 to get the farming simulator. The farming simulator quad track, the black one. So I have been fortunate enough to get the code. Giant sent me a code so I could actually unlock it and use it in game, but I really want to get the model. So if you're around, jump in, and if you're in Aussie, go and have a look and get that. Did I see the Rexy Porsche Racing Lego? Rexy Porsche. I don't know if I have. Sure. You're gonna jump on tonight and help out, Rex. Nice. Yeah, seeing you went to all that effort last week of getting all the mods sorted and jumping in for the end. Yeah, jump in. There's some cotton to harvest. There's some barley to harvest. There is some grass to mow. So plenty to do. Plenty to keep quite a few people busy. Give you the code, Nismo. I've already used it. Can't pass it on. Actually, I do wonder whether they're a generic code, because I was told under strict instructions not to share it, so it wouldn't surprise me if you start. Remember a few years ago, was it the release of 2022, there was some Aldi clothing, which was meant to be pre-order specific for anyone who purchased it through Aldi in Germany, and that code was a generic code and got leaked online, so you never know. Keep an eye out. There you go, Scott. Have a look at Kogan.com. Yeah. Koogan.com. Koogan. You'll be able to find it that way. Okay, Bo, how you doing? Good evening, mate. Nismo, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. I see Chinook shared a link for a guy from Mainfreight who does the YouTube. Was it Mainfreight Miles, I think his channel is? The YouTube channel does see his day-to-day driving. I haven't actually watched any of his videos yet, but I'd seen his channel before. There's another one I watched called Kiwi Travel Logger, who's a logging truck driver. He does some interesting stuff, showing his going from a skid site, from getting loaded to unloading in ports and things like that. It's kind of interesting. There you go. We really haven't done cotton, will be a change. Equipment always costs too much. Nice. Yeah, jump in. Jump in. We just we're gonna get this field and the other one done. Flood the field, flood the farm with canola. Mulch the rest of 19. I don't think it needs mulching, does it? Because I think we were going to do that last time, but we determined it didn't actually need mulching because of the crop we had on previously. Sure, it showed up as mulch. Yeah, it shows up as mulch. If you want to, I'm guessing this field's going to need rolling now that I've planted it. Or you can get the combine out and start at 17. Map's still loading. Yeah, it takes a while, doesn't it? But we've got two combines as well. There's the case and the fence, so you can run two combines in that barley and get it all done. They need to keep everyone busy. It's the joys of a big map like this. Exciting. Hox is close to having his next map out for release, or at least testing. I'm not sure exactly what his plans are. Hopefully we'll get a chance to take a look at that and have a little little bit of a preview for it. 4 times Aussie map. So excited to see what comes of that. Might be home for a future series for me, I think. What happens? G'day Freddie, how you doing? Very hot, 46 degrees in the Riverina, South Wales. Welcome along, mate. Good to see you. We were just talking about the temperatures Aussie's been suffering under lately. Hottest place on earth, I think you were yesterday, today. Some cool YouTube creators out at the moment like those you mentioned. There is. Yep. There's a few little, like there's one guy, Once a Day Farmer. Another one, Kiwi Farmer, I think I follow. Doing different things. There's some very cool stuff. There's one other one called Kiwi Canterbury. He does quite a lot of stuff down in Canterbury with the farms down there. Big arable equipment. It's quite cool. G'day there, Mark. How you doing? Good morning to you, mate. Welcome in. Hope all's well. Right. Look at that. We're going to build a ladder. A ladder for the back of the combines. The next thing we're going to be doing. Yeah, 60 bucks. 60 bucks on Kogan, which isn't bad. So I had a look at buying it direct from the States, and I was going to buy 3 just to make it worthwhile, because but then shipping turned out to be the same as buying a 4th one. It was horrendous, so I was going to see if there's someone in the States who might might buy, if I get them some money on PayPal, or even if they gave me their address and I ordered it, whether they'd then on-ship it to me. I know there's a, I don't know, does New Zealand Post still do the U-Shop thing where you can ship through the States? I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look. Maybe that's an option. The beauty of getting someone to do it is send it on, they can send it as a gift, and then you don't have to pay the ST on it normally. Under a certain value. But the other option is to go through that website, Kogan, and get it sent to someone in the Aussie and get it here. I'll figure it out. I'm sure I can find something. G'day Scott, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's join one day on the Gage, Kentucky. Yeah, I will. That'll be a Sunday morning stream, Scott. That'll be the plan for that one. Just because it's the whole idea with the server was being hosted in Sydney was it was a low ping server. Like I'm sitting at 40 milliseconds at the moment, which is nice, and that kind of suited Aussie and New Zealand audience who are probably a little bit more active in this time of the evening for us. But yeah, definitely need to have a look, because I know that you guys have been flat out on that the last month or two, so good to get in and see what's been done. Right, I'm going to sort myself out. Let's have a look here. Now, what's the chance on my Lego camera working this time? Look. Yay! Functioning. Happy days. Happy days. Right. Okay. So like I said, if you haven't seen the Lego, let's do this. No, I don't have that one. Anyhow, this is what we've been building. This is a CLAAS Dominator combine. It is big, and we've done all the frame and the motors, and then we've done a lot of work on this side with all the panels and things. So I think the next bit we do is a ladder that goes up here. Now if you watched last week, I was struggling with this, but I looked further on and those bits aren't actually meant to be joined, so it is meant to be sitting there like that. So we'll leave that for now, and box on with what we're going to be doing next, while trying to keep an eye on our tractor to make sure it goes in the right direction at the right time. think it'd be very expensive from the US regardless, Mrs. Prof. Interesting, eh? Because like some things I can order and don't cost much at all. Maybe I need to look into the some of the other options. Maybe I just bite the bullet and order it and pay the extra amount for the sake of getting it. The other thing I actually thought about doing was getting in touch with Rusty Money Gaming, who works at a case dealer. Seeing if I could get him to send me over some. Could also be an option. Lots of things to consider. Right. Yeah, this is going to be the ladder which goes up at the back of the combine to access all the engine and everything like that. You got 2 big fields coming up soon for harvest. Nice. Always like a good harvest. Got lots of people doing it. Let's have a look. I haven't made any plans for Sunday yet this weekend, so could see if that'd work out. I know it'd be good to have both you Scots available. Let's see. Oops. Now I've got I also have same colour. There's also been a really good sale on Lego at Mighty Ape yesterday and today. I actually took the liberty to order the new little Lego City tractor. It's out, so it will be something to build in a future stream. That will be one that I will get built. Oops, oh, turning too tight. It is one that I'll be able to build in a single stream rather than something like this. I know Kiwi Sim Farmer actually built it on his stream yesterday. Yeah. Right line. There we go, perfect. You won that tractor at Llama. Nice. Did one of the Yanks bring it over for you? Or bring it over? I know there was a few of the higher level partners from Giants who Hurtle sent them to. I know FSG actually got one. He was telling me about it the other day. I said, are you going to get one of those? He said, I don't have to. They sent me one. Spent a fortune in the local Lego shop. Silly dog. Stella, stop it. Just trying to get out here, I don't know why. Because the boys are still outside. But it's a funny thing, like, where did another one of those go? Oh, it actually rolled all the way under the book and down into my lap. Oh, it finishes tonight, but it's a flash sale. There's about 20% off at Mighty Ape. It was well worth it. I ended up picking up the last of the Formula 1 Speed Champions I didn't have from last season. Thought I better get those before they release some new ones for this year, if they do. As well as that Lego tractor. Yeah, pretty much 20% off a big selection of Lego. I really wanted to get the Lightning McQueen Speed Champion, but that was all sold out. We'll have to keep an eye out for that at another stage. Some might get a deal on shipping. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. I was going to say, yay, we're almost done, but not quite. That little section up there. Not going to take too long, though. But yeah, buying Lego overseas is a funny one, because there's very few... I know there's a few sets which are country-specific, but there's very few. It should go near like that, and that clips in there like that. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me they spent a fortune. All good, Mark. We'll catch you later, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Both Scots for what? Oh, sorry. So there's Scott Cost and then Lost for Time Scott, who won't be in chat because he's in the US. Probably very early in the morning for him. Who've both been spending a lot of time on the Gauge Kentucky server. I'm just saying that hopefully they'll both be available if I do a stream on it. Right, let's carry on down. This is Vegas trying to get the boys in. Been out on their bikes this evening. Right. I mean, you're welcome to join too, Scott, of course. 3 Scots in there. Alright, now I don't think this little section I might just freehand. Going back and forth on these angles is going to be a bit silly. Okay, that's done. 2 of those. Now it's a handle. Right then. Clip on the bottom. That in a second. Oh, going over the bit that's already been rolled. I don't know why it had a different texture, but that's because who's over here? Hyper? No. Hyper was. Someone had a roller over here. He brought it over, but now he's in a combine. All over the place. Is our Hyper? We've got 2 cotton balers going at the moment, which is good. Let's jump down. Yeah. Oh, sure. Because the boys are outside, she wants to get out to them. Stella! Sorry, ignore the barking dog. I feel maybe it was quicker to do it in the direction it suggested. Is there an easy way to do these awkward little sections? How you doing, Joran? Good morning to you, mate. Welcome along. Good night. Oh, I know where that is. It's going to be over somewhere. Find that in a second. Holy. Oh, it's because the boys were outside and she wasn't. Like, I want to be out there and I can hear them. Alright, let's get around here. Not too bad. Not too bad, Joran. Thank you. And hot today. Saying earlier, I think this will be the first Wednesday night I haven't had a whiskey in quite some time. But I came home from work a little bit early with a bit of a headache and had a bit of a lie down, so I thought I'm feeling better. But I thought I might push it with adding some whiskey into the mix. So we're just on the water this evening. Now, that piece is probably in amongst those, but I'll have to have a look. Unless you don't have a broken dog, your border collie tore a tendon chasing a possum and is currently recovering from surgery. Ouch. Gosh, I don't want to ask the price of that either. Imagine it's not cheap. Get the medicinal whiskey out. I mean, all whiskey's medicinal, isn't it? Has Mrs. Bow had a look on that website and found anything? Alright, there we go. Now the beauty of this. Look, it hurts. Alright, let's turn this off quickly. Now we should... Oh, I'm folding it up anyhow. I wasn't meant to fold it up. Can sneak back in here with it down. Case harvester ready for me. Nice. Well, I'm going to carry on for now and hit a tree, but I'm going to try and get the rest of this field here seeded now. I feel like I always jump in this and end up spending a whole episode, a whole stream running a combine or something like that, so well, let's jump in and see if we can do some seeding. Alright, here we go. Now, let's figure out what this piece is. Now, I don't know. These are 13. These are all... Is it a hose? It is a hose. It is a hose, so it must be that piece there. Floyd's first day at high school tomorrow. Holy heck. Bo, how do you feel about that? You're probably okay about it. How does Mrs. Bow feel about that? Well, I got this on only a single headland. I thought this was running dual headlands. It's okay. What is? Oh, it's because I picked up the wrong row. Huh. It should be all the way out there. Tidy that up later. Alright, so that goes into there. Slide that up through this, and that's our handrail for the steer, or ladder, sorry. Nah, just grazed it. Just a graze, Scott. Glancing blow. Let's get around this corner. That makes you feel old. Well, my oldest just started his 3rd year at high school, so he had a half a day today, and then has tomorrow off, and then he's back Friday for good. Proper. All right. How does that go? Let's go right up and through. Tis but a scratch. Just a flesh wound. Alright, there we go. So I've put it on the wrong way. We can fix that. It can go on. That goes. Yeah, goodness me, Argsy. Not doing things quite properly. There we go. 8 to 10 week recovery. He's in week 2 and not liking it, but recovering well. That's good. Good to hear that he's recovering well. Alright, we'll get the around this corner, we'll get the combine in. The one thing I can say about it is it's pretty well put together. I've been pretty brutal with how I pick it up, and it's so far held together. And that's been my one criticism of the Carter bricks. Ones I've built is they don't have the same friction and hold as the Lego, or the design of the set doesn't function as well as some Lego ones would in the same setting. So far, are so good. This one, which is nice. Right, and here we go. So this goes and clips in. Way, that way, that way. This and the one that's not meant to have a. There's one of these shouldn't have an end. Which one is it? Okay, when I've put that on, something up too. Oh, that was why, because I messed it up and got it all around the wrong way. That one there's, that's better. Okay. Price is averted. Put that one without anything in it, which goes into there. This one comes. Doesn't reach. Okay. I've got this completely up the wrong way, around the wrong way, and it's not going to work. I'm going to have to restart this. Oops, it's bumping the mouse. This bit here is the bottom, and that's up the top, and I had this all around the wrong way. So let's see if we can rebuild this how it's meant to be done without pulling it completely apart. NX Modding, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. Good to have you here. Got Dr. Fish tuning in as well. How you doing? Good to see you as well. And Welsh Sim Farmer and as well. Welcome along, Welsh. Good to see you. Hope you're, well, for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere in the UK, that your morning has started well. For those of you tuning in from our side of the world, hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday and keeping cool. I know that there's been some heat around. Would you believe it, Bo? Palmerston North was the hottest place in the country today. Unheard of. Right. So, I'm going to start this from scratch. That's down the bottom. I've actually got that all in the wrong way. I'll end up with this correct. I just have to redo it a few times. Right, so let's just slide up one. We have that directly above that. That. Like that. One of these is one hole up. These is then another 2 holes up. That needs to move up a hole. And that one goes right at the bottom. That pushed through. And if this clips on that away, that's all going to be in the right spot. And then these all off. Get it up. That one's not at the top of there. Right, so then this way around. Where am I missing one? That goes in there. Okay. Which one didn't have a hole? It's that one there. Almost got it. I think. Alright. Now, that looks a bit more like this. Correct. And now that means that that should clip in together perfectly. There we go. That's better. sorted. Yeah, that is certainly a long time, isn't it, Mrs. Prof? I can imagine keeping our dog still for that long. Possible. How's our fertiliser going? We're 50% left in this hopper, so we will have to top up at some stage, but that's fine. We've got the truck sitting there waiting. Now, I know we're on the multiplayer server, and I haven't talked about what everyone else is up to too much, but we've got a couple of cotton harvesters running over here, a roller running over there. We've got Hyper in that one, Ryan there, Holden there, and we're running down here, so that's good. Now hopefully we'll get this field finished and then we can go do some combining. Okay. So, finished that, picked it all up. It's over 30 when you drove through Inglewood. Yeah, often those, if your car picks up a different temperature, or was that on the famous Inglewood clock tower? Does Inglewood have Inglewood has a clock tower that has a temperature on it, doesn't it? I reckon if they do, they probably add a few degrees just to make it seem hotter than it was. What do you reckon? Yeah, it was 30 in Inglewood today. The sign said so. Not gonna lie, mate, it was nice to see some warmer temperatures. Okay, now. No, that's not the right one on there. This one. And if everything is in the right spot here, you should be able to see this goes in here. So this all goes around like so, and that should, yeah, like so. Braces it all at the bottom. Perfect. Oh yeah, now I'm not paying attention to where I'm turning. Oh, that was close. I'll claim that as a miss though. There's a sign with the temperature does question the calibration of their thermometer. It's snowing on the mountain and they're still saying it's 18 degrees in Inglewood. Alright, so that looks like it's about where it should be. Now, happy days. So, slide that up a little bit further out of the way, carry on. This stage has been the most labour intensive of building all these pieces. Looks like it's taking forever. That's actually why I was so keen to get on and carry on doing some tonight. Hell is hot, so it's probably cold for Inglewood. Oh goodness. Were you Stratford? I mean, that's kind of pot kettle, isn't it? Right. Here we are. Kettleless farming. We had the New Zealand Meteorological Service backing us up today, so do we like. Alright. Now we've actually, the other thing we missed out, we missed a month and completely missed our chance of selling some of our crops at the best price. We're now into August, and June is actually a good sell point for half the crops we've got. And we've got a whole heap of canola sitting there. I should almost think about putting a oil mill or something down, but we're doing that on enough other servers. Keep this one simple. Right. I don't know what this is. Something to do with the back? Sort of weight or something? Not sure yet. Of course, all will be revealed in due time. Right, how do we end up with a few little bits we've missed here? Be operating right on our width. Hey Dave, how you doing? 25 in Stratford. Nice. Yeah, we were hottest place in the country today, 27.4 I think. It's funny because I didn't actually really get stuck in an air conditioned office, didn't actually really notice it too much. Started getting a bit stuffy. So is Floyd looking forward to a new school? I'm sure he's normal nerves and apprehension, but looking forward to the challenge. Is he have some of his schoolmates or anything from his primary school going? Better wish him all the best from us as well. Tell him to have a good day. Okay. Number 9, which is yes. Pieces out at once makes it a bit easier. Figuring this is probably going to be exhaust. What do we think? I'd say so with the bits that we're just about to put together. Right. Here we go. You can get a good chunk of this done. Definitely goes fast once you get into the field, right? Through those headlands and everything else going on. Race through it. What's that fertilizer? Oh, we might even get through this without having to top up. I was thinking we were going to have to. Maybe not. Right. Goes like that, and then this clips up on top of there. Yep. And Right, we've got an angled piece of the warning. Did I have one of those fished out? On my pre-collected angle? No, I don't. Oh. No, it doesn't have a warning. It's open on the back like that. I thought it had some printing on it, like these ones do. No. Oh, it goes down. He's anxious, at least the high school seems a bit better set up for kids with this challenge, so hopefully he'll do a bit better. I'm sure he will smash it, mate. I'm sure he will be just fine. Okay, looks like we're changing sides on the back of the combine, which must mean we've finished all the covers on this side. Start tackling some of the ones on the other side. It's good. Keen to get through this phase of things. It's like it's been going on forever. Oh, game save. Alright. So this sits down. This one's quite an easy one to find. It sits down on top of there. I'll push it down without pushing on that exhaust. There we go, that's good. Alright. Done. There we go. Let's keep on going. Holy moly, 12 of those. Okay. So, 12 of them. What? Let's bring this over because I think this is where most of them are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Over those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And then, let's see, can I do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, where are they all? 10, I'll do it before 11, one more before we get to the end of the row. Where is it? Ah, I can't find it where to turn. Maybe I miscounted, we'll do another count. Do another count. It's starting to take shape, eh, Scott? I'm quite looking forward to seeing this all finished. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, it was right in the middle. There it is. 12. It was a race. Let's see while we're in here. Better. Alright, rinse and repeat. It's going to do them around the wrong way. 3, halfway. Water hazard would encourage faster finding of Lego. I think the water hazard would make it more cautious and I wouldn't gamble quite so much with those kind of challenges, Dr. Fish. It wouldn't be quite the same stress or anxiety levels. 2, 4, 5, last one. On this way I'll finish these as we get to the end as well. In fact, I can probably quickly stack them on. There we go. Right, that's all correct. Today's. There we go. This must be some sort of radiator or grill or air intake or something along that description. This is where I struggle because some of these starts to feel like they're unstable because you're stacking too many pieces on top of each other without anything locking them together. I'm sure once we get to the end it'll all be nice and tightly packed. Are you going up to the, is it Iggy Pop? The Iggy Pop concert and things? Do you want to go to a random address and take a photo of a gate for me, Bo? There's a house up there that has a gate and we really like it, and I forgot to take a photo of it when we were up there. Nearly sunk the harvester on gauge. Turned away for a minute, it was trying to be a duck. Whoops. I see Hyper, I see Etruria is progressing well. Halfway to having enough money, or probably a little bit over halfway to having the money for the winery. We'll have to find some time to get back on there at some stage too. Where are we? Alright, that's our warning sign. Won't care to explain how close I was to just about knocking some off the wall again. Oh, that was last weekend. Ah, next weekend is work. I'll suss out because I think possibly my brother's going to be there, so if he's going to be there, I'll get him to stalk. But and I also don't know the exact address. I just know the approximate location of it. Alright, this is a pretty identifiable part of a combine, I would have thought. I've done that. So what do I build? Oh, I build a whole assembly which goes up and over it. Okay. That's what we're doing now. How'd you find the concert? Was it good? $5 million for the winery. We have our over $1 million in product now. When it's at max price, that will bring the bank up to 3.7. $5 million for the winery. That is a stellar effort, I must admit. So I've done that wrong because I just completely just stacked it thinking I knew what I was doing. Town was busy. I'm not surprised. Oh, you're not in bed, dude. Certainly is busy at this time of year. Doesn't help when you're there for work though and you're trying to go about your business. Yeah, I spent how many days filming? I forgot to film a gate. I know. Walked past it. We even commented on how good it was. Thought that'd be kind of cool. That's the one that's upright, which is that one there. Getting through the bits, which is great. Quite happy about that. Now, I think we hit this pole. Or does this pole not have a collision? Do we gamble? I don't think there's a collision on the pole. 3, 2, 1. Ah, there is. Alright. Yeah, looks like Hyper's gone and grabbed us some fertilizer, so we might as well fill up while he's done that. We're at this end of the field. Right. Don't want a folder. Can I just fill like this? I have to open the I don't know. Fertilizer one. Not ones, aren't they? Yeah, let's look. Here we go. Perfect. Done. Put all? Yep, track's empty. Nice. Right. least I know, going back this way, I'm not going to hit the post. I'll hit it the other way. There we go. Ah, except I haven't. Didn't lower it down. Rookie mistake. Oh, because I was on the... G'day ET, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's going on here? That's cruise control did not activate. Okay. Alright. Back to this. So we've just done that. Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you taking some time out of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. You haven't hit the thumbs up. Be awesome if you do. Trying to get myself back on the algorithm. So every little bit helps. It's a 3, isn't it? Yes, sir, it is. Catch you later, Scott. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Thanks for all your work on the Gauge Kentucky server as well. I'll definitely make an effort to have a stream from there in the next wee while, so certainly be in touch with you. Sure, I'll let you guys know if and when that will be. Alright, I'm getting through it. Everyone else is getting through it too. What are we up to with going on next door? Yeah, smashing that cotton. It's good. Look on this. Up it's still up there rolling. Won't have much more to do on that, which is good. Perfect. I like it. I like it. How you doing, Ken? Good to see you, mate. Kiwi Sim Farmer Raid. Welcome along, everyone who's jumping across from Kiwi Sim Farmer. Saw he was, what was he doing? Busy tonight on his buttering pie, wasn't it? Is that in Saxlingham? Where he's doing his buttering pie? Anyhow, good to see you, Ken. Thank you for making the move across. Square. There's a square. How you doing, Max? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hey, Share, how you doing? Kiwi Sim Farmers here as well. Welcome along, mate. Thank you very much for the raid. You had a Good stream this evening. Carrying on with your Button Baron Empire. Share, it was good to see you in Discord as well. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello over there. Welcome everyone who's come across from Kiwi Sim Farmers Road. You're new to my channel, thank you very much. My name's Argsy. I'm also a Kiwi and stream every Wednesday night. And tonight, and for the last wee while, we have been building this big beast. So we are doing paneling on the side. If you can't tell from the colours already, we got a good glimpse of what it is. This is a CLAAS Dominator, so I'll just show you the cover here is the easiest way. So it's not a Lego model, it is Cater, which is a different brand. Eric Trax, who designed this, has done a lot of agricultural equipment in Lego, and in fact he built this first in Lego, and then these guys paid him for the license as a designer to do this. It's his second or third set that has come out in by Carter, and this is the fourth one of Carter we've built. We've built a telehandler, built a little case Xerion, we've built a CLAAS Xerion, sorry. We've built a Case International 1455, I want to say it was, and then we're building this one. It's fully remote control, there's 5 motors in it, drivable, steerable, header liftable, reel works, there's animations on feeder housing and chopping box and things like that. The auger will come out and the hopper will open and close. So yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, but thank you, thanks, and thanks Kiwi Sim Farmer for bringing the tribe across. Much appreciated, mate. So I'm hoping, I know the last few streams I've spent a lot of time kind of doing this, which is building the Lego. And Kiwi, I saw you'd had, we talked about it a bit earlier. Actually, I saw you'd built the new Lego City tractor on stream the other day. So that's in a box on its way to me as we speak. Hopefully I'll have it tomorrow, and that's going to be something we'll do in the future too. I actually saw a very cool model where someone had taken that tractor and taken the instructions and replaced the sort of those, whatever colour you want to call them, blue, sort of teal, aquamarine blue, and replaced it with green and yellow, so they'd kind of made a John Deere tractor. Joining in now, Rex. Nice. Great to have you here. Yeah, there was. Yeah, it's not a cheap set. I treated myself to this Christmas 13 months ago, Ken. It was a present for myself, and it sat up in a cupboard in a box for far too long. Partly because it's such a big set and so complicated. To be able to actually build it on stream, which is what I enjoy doing, sharing it with you guys. It was, what am I missing? Missing that piece. It was waiting for a map where I can actually do this, where I can sit in a tractor with a big tractor in a big field and just hit cruise control, hit some guidance steering, and still get some work done, while at the same time being able to build this. So this map's been a godsend for that. Teal, thank you, Bo. Testing your live stream setup with your phone. Oh, nice. So you were streaming, because I watched a little bit of it, watched all the replay of it. How did you find using your phone? Was that directly from your phone using something like the YouTube app or something? I don't know if I've actually got it installed at the moment. Let's just have a look. So I can use turn around here in a sec. I have to get a mic, but it's okay. Oh, I can hear myself twice. Mute that. Let's have a look and see if it's worked. Must have worked because I could hear it. Have I still got the layer on here? No. Bummer. Still there. Adding sting. Ninja. See if that's going to work. Oh, there it is. And then it disappeared. Oh, there we go. So this is using Video Ninja with my phone, so I can flip the camera around and laggy because I use Wi-Fi. There you go. See my desk and what we're building, everything like that. That's quite a cool way to do it as well. But because it uses the Wi-Fi, it's a bit slow, so I'll turn that off. But because of that, you can actually, like if I wanted to walk around, and when I'm finished this, I'll probably use my phone to live stream it. So, use the Blackmagic camera app to link to YouTube. Oh, okay. Blackmagic does. Ah, right. What do you use for your editing? Are you a DaVinci editor? It's one I looked at when I was setting things up. Actually. Nice. Oh, that's good if it's something you're familiar with. Makes things easy, doesn't it? Alright, 2 of those clips. So we can find those. Well, I appreciate everyone who's tuned in to the stream this evening. It's great to have you all here. You're here for the first time. Thank you for checking out the channel. If you want to take a moment to drop a thumbs up on the stream, that'd be much appreciated. And if you're really enjoying and want to see more, make sure you're subscribed. Right, we're just about done. All that talking in the last little bit. We've kind of powered through this. I'm going to have a little... Going to have a strip to redo? I don't know if I am now. We might get away with it. I was holding running low on fuel. Whoopsie. Yeah, as I was saying, if you're new to the server, it's the first time you've been on the channel, sorry. So appreciate you being here. Alright. Okay, so that clips on top of there like that. You got the McLaren P1 kit for Christmas, still need to build the Ferrari F1 car first. I've got a horrible, and by horrible I mean it's a great collection, but I've missed putting something on top of there. What have I missed? Because that's... Oh, what have I missed here somewhere? Something's too low, in between there. Missed a step. Rats. Welcome to Aussie building Lego and having to go back and redo things because he wasn't paying attention properly. Too busy gas bagging. I was meant to put that down before that. That's what I didn't do. Move that from there. Carefully. Remove those 2 from there. We'll make good on our error. Like that. Alright, and it's going to be our field finish too. They say Lego's a better investment than gold in terms of return if you're buying the right sets. Ah, Hyper, what happened? He's gone. Right. Looks like us done. Hold that up. A few cotton bales sitting out there. And if you're buying gold now, yeah. Very true. There's a little bit there we probably should have gone over, but that's alright. In the scheme of things, that's not too bad at all. Alright, that's 2 fields done tonight, so we've done our fair share of planting. Good. Let's back up to the yard, and we're going to go and, well, jump into a combine, I suppose? I don't know. Have a look. I'll leave this parked over here because I know here... Ah, Rex is joining in. Here we go. Up is gone, Rex is here. I know we've got a good chunk of fields still to plant. There's the one down yonder, that way. And then these two are going to be ready to go. So, let's go have a look over here. See you, Bo. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Thanks for being in the chat. Enjoy the rest of your week. Once again, wish young Floyd all the best for his first day at school tomorrow. I'm sure he will be an absolute star. But yeah, hope it all goes well. I hope it goes well for Mum too. No, don't fold it up. Alright, what I'm going to do, because we kind of have limited options at the moment, is, here's the question, do we keep the straw? I know we have been keeping the straw, but I think we've got something like 20,000 litres of straw. We've got 1.3 million litres of straw and it's only worth $70,000, so I'm not going to bother, we'll just mulch this. No worries, Hyper, all good. Hey Matthew, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Nulla question gets 99% loading shaders and crashes the game. Do you only have 16 gig of RAM in your computer, mate? Because as far as I know, that is the limiting factor. For some reason, anything under, yeah, 32 gigs just crashes. Unfortunately. I don't know whether it's a map specific thing or a 16x map issue. Might be the latter. Look at all those cotton bales out there. Ooh. And look at these pros. I just give these pros a shout out because they've dropped the bales at the end of the field where they can, rather than dropping them in the middle of the field. Well done, legends. Plans afoot to get me and Kiwi to llama. Oh, could you imagine that? Imagine that. Right. This is a good piece. Oh, I need to put that on. So, let's have a look here. Yeah, put this. Oh. Now, this bit, where does that sit on top of? Let's turn it around so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Aha, this is where all my cable management comes into play. Did I get it right? So that all kind of needs to push in there a little bit. So those bits go in there, that goes there, and that all squeezes down like that. Voila. Voila nulla. Nah, it said no, Arxie. Not today. Why is that? Off. What's gone on now? Let's try that again. That's your issue, mate? Yeah, it's a bummer. It is annoying. Look at that, we're 85% full. Anti-clockwise. I just wanted to take the headland off because I didn't want to get too far away from the grain cart Ryan. There was method to my madness. Alright, I'm just taking a headland off. But if someone's around, Rex, if you've logged in, do you want to bring a grain cart down to me? Here we go. Grain cart, field 16? Stat. Right, set that there. Yeah, it is coming along nicely. It is coming along nicely. It's just when you get to fun little bits like this, it just are a little bit annoying. And this is one of those issues again, where these sets aren't actually as well put together as you'd hope. So is it? Alright, let's have a look. Going on there is actually the problem. That's I got my spacing right. Need to go down on there. One of those famous jobs where it would have been easier to have done this. Or it was all assembled. Alt H is in your HUD. That's what you're asking me about, Ryan. Try Alt H. I'm stumped now, folks. So I'm pretty sure that corner's meant to go on there. Something's not in the right spot. To me, it feels like something's not in the right spot. See if I can go further on and suss this out. Yeah. Maybe it does sit out one. Just wasn't clear on the in the manual. Let's try it out one. Okay, there we go. Wonder if that's right then. So the manual wasn't clear. The way it was showing that going down was showing that corner on there, but it's actually one out from there. If I've got it correct, which I reckon I do. Or I've got everything off by one somewhere. Okay. It's on. There you go. It's on. It's in place. I don't know whether that's meant to be lined up there or one across. That one doesn't line up in quite the right spot, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. All right. Okay, where do I get to then? We're here. This will be the bit that'll figure it out, because this is a cap which goes and sits up on top of there to hide the top of the battery. So if this is in the wrong, if this doesn't fit, then I know I'm going to have some repairs and maintenance to be done. When's the next episode with FSG going to air? Did you see it this morning, Ken? It was out today. Oh, where's our grain cart going? Lost. Oh, we've got the Fent out. Oh, Hyper's harvesting as well. Okay. So no, we were into it this morning. Go. Keep on working on the bottom side of this. Two, three, four. Again, doing things out of order a little bit. Another reason I get into trouble, because I do things out of order. Not the way they're meant to be done. I'm gonna unload this straight into the truck. Oh no, grain cart's almost here. My next chop gonna be through the middle, but maybe we can start running around the headland now behind where Hyper is. A good way to go. Put the Argsy t-shirt away till next year. Everyone loved it. I loved it too. I appreciated the photos you sent through. Very cool seeing that. Actually the first time I've seen that one. The Argsy Gaming Rules one. In the flesh. Well, with someone wearing it, so it's very cool. Very cool to see. Alright. Alright, Rex is going to keep himself busy here with this. Grain cart's always a fun job, especially when you've got two combines. Chopping away. Should be right. Hopefully we could be able to get a bit closer. So that's all done. How do the combined YouTube videos work for view count? Do you and the farm single both get view counts? Nah, no. No, so, well, I don't actually know in terms of metrics for YouTube. I'm not sure how it works. Hyper. I'm pretty sure it's just the views only count to your own channel, but the collaboration concept is meant to help promote and make it easier for someone to then progress from one channel to the other. It's a little bit like Twitch do it with their streaming, where you can stream and share, but that's a little bit different because, again, I think they do share views on that instance. I've just done that the wrong way. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, no, it's more of a discovery type thing, I think. That's where it's meant to be helpful. It's a relatively new thing too. They've only just started it. We've only been using it for this year, really, I think. That in. So here we go. So let's tweak this in because this they go in there like that. So that sits in the right place, and then I don't know, that exhaust feels quite a way in underneath it. I can't really see because it doesn't show me where it sits in relation to anything, but it must be right because it must be in the right spot. It'll be very hard to show you, but I actually might be able to. Yeah, you can see how that sits down over top of there. And that opens up, and that's how you get in and turn the batteries on. Which I still haven't tested out, by the way. I'm a little bit nervous that I'm going to have to get into the bowels of this at a later date, and it is going to be diabolical. We'll see how we go. Let's see how we go. Right, so that worked. Done. Okay. Wee, pay attention, Uggsy. Wonder why I heard the engine note change. Had no load going through it. Okay. What's happening here? It might have been an autosave, but it is not. We are still moving. Good. Right, so this goes on the other side with the ladder again. That goes on top. Oy! I knew that was going to happen. It's a flimsy hose. I don't know why they've used a flimsy hose for this. So let's shape a little bit there. I forgot how strong I was too. No course play. Don't need to use course play, I'm driving it myself. Try not to use course play on multiplayer servers. Anyhow. I think I'm good. Here we go. So that's the handrail. That's the handrail, the top of the stairs. Okay, we're okay. I did not enable super strength. Do I need super strength enabled? We've got lumberjack. Double tap alt should enable it, shouldn't it? Not sure now. Alright. Alright, once again, thank you everyone for being here. Hope you're enjoying following along with the creation of this monstrosity. Certainly a very cool, and it's going to be a very cool kit once it's finished. We'll have to take a proper detailed look at it once I've got it all done. How it's all worked out and everything like that. So it's it certainly has a lot of potential. Now what I'm going to have to do now though, is I'm going to have to get the case out, put it next to it, and I'm going to have to get something that's a grain trailer. Got the 9RX, but it's the wrong scale. But I think the case would be a very similar scale to this. So that could be something to look at. Yep, yeah, the rear will go. I'll talk about the Lego. Yep, I did. Super strength, super brake bits that shouldn't be bent and distracted. I did wonder what you needed super strength for while you were combining. Who might have a question? So it has a header trailer and everything that goes with it too. Ken, I think if you type an exclamation mark set, there's some info on it. Well, Rex is being run ragged having 2 combines. It's pretty hard work. I want to say it's 1 to 16. 1 to 17 maybe? It's kind of a weird scale if I remember correctly. Yeah, 1 to 17 scale. Build, maybe? Exclamation mark build? There we go. Thanks, Mrs. Prof. Ah, there we go. I was having to do a double line. I was like, who is S13DWS? But it's good old Popeye. How are you, mate? It's been a while. How's things? Keeping out of trouble. Haha, it's a YouTube thing. So everyone goes by their handle, which is unique, versus a name which anyone can have. So your channel name can be different, but your actual user handles, your user handle is unique to you. So it's a security thing, something like that. For some reason. And I can find out who it is because I go and I click next to your username. I can go view channel and it shows me your channel, and then I get to see your channel name. But right. Little one of those that goes the other way. Alright, let's cut through the middle. We'll get some of this field opened right up. Should be good. If you don't like change, they should change it back. And that's the last time we're going to see you. I'm done. I'm over it. YouTube, you can go jump. Now, so did I use the wrong colour grey piece earlier? So I'm now seeing I've got a, should be able to look like a light grey. Don't have a light grey in here. Well, I didn't use it there. Where else have I used it? I can't have used it anywhere else. This is a short one in here. No. Well, it looks like it's going to have to be this one. No, it does look like it should be a different colour. I'll go back through and have to determine if I did use the wrong one at some stage. What are you going to do with the barley? That is a $1 million question. Probably would have just dumped it in a bin somewhere. But for the sake of $40, we could run it down to, what's our best price? What away. We could just sell it. I don't mind just selling it. We're not too far off max price. Okay. Which side's this on? So this is on the other side. Lots of people want them to change it back. At least you can change your handle. I mean, personally, I don't mind the idea of having a unique identifier for people. It's probably more the way they went about it in some regards. It'd be nice if they were a bit more transparent. But it's Hyper, he's over there. So I can turn around here and we'll be full soon, but that's alright. For as soon as Rex can get out to us, he will. Okay, so this bit sits up like so and goes over here. Goes up that, so it's tied under there. Let's see if we can get this on. So it's there, wiggling around until persuasion, firm pushing, it collapse something on the other side because I pushed the axle back out the wrong way. Pushed a piece in there, yeah. Here we go. Right. Sure that's on now. There we go. Right. Next one done. Have I heard anything from Kermit? I had a message from him with him a week or so ago. She reminds me I need to do something with that. I think I talked about it. I talked about it last stream. I did. So him and a couple of mates were setting up a business last year as a bit of a side hustle, and it's now become his, not so much his full-time hustle, but they've launched this business, which they were going to do anyhow. But you know, having some time now with not being at Giants anymore gave him the chance to make a bit more progress on it. So he has. He's released that, he's launched that. I said I would share it, I haven't done that yet. So thank you for reminding me. I will be putting that up on either on YouTube or Facebook or maybe even both, sharing it. And if anyone wants to go along and support him, he's basically selling rare, uncommon, would that be the best way to describe it? It's football jerseys from different clubs, but they're kind of left field clubs. Like low tier clubs, not not Premier League clubs and those kind of things. So, and you can order them completely blind, so you don't actually know what club you're going to get, which is kind of cool. So yeah, no, he's in good. He's been doing well. I will pass that on. A quick auto drive question: is there a way to tell the AI to first fill one tractor trailer and then to the next one? Now it just feels willy-nilly which tractor is coming to unload my combine, not even always the closest one. No, and the way not that I know of, Yoran, and the way I've got around that is by setting, if you're using it for auger wagons, is set a separate auger wagon for each combine. It is meant to go by fill level and detect it and call it before it gets to a certain fill level, but the way I got around that is if I had two combines, I'd have two grain carts and I'd give them a different target. So it might be grain cart unload 1 and grain cart unload 2. That's the way I've got around it. But yeah, if I come to Lamia, give me some jelly babies. Hooray! Alright, how are we doing? It's almost 11 o'clock. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Going back and forth with it, which frustrating, would be nice when you can tag people while you're on mobile. Hopefully they come soon. Oh, I've done those around the wrong way, but that shouldn't matter. It's just a pattern. Fills in the same regardless. Thinking that didn't quite look right. Hey, it's raining. It's not meant to rain. Be affecting our harvest yields. Well, it never rains in Australia either. I've been told that so many times. How long is it meant to rain for? This. Oh, look, it's not raining anymore. That magic. Do you believe in magic? Movie reference. Bonus points. Bonus points if you can name it. Could you name? No. No bonus points. I was going to do the last little bit. Shooby-doo-bop-pop. It just comes from the heart. What was that? I don't know, it just came from the heart. Is there a tornado later in the weather? There is in September. September 2nd, forecast tornadoes. I don't know how they know that a month out. Alas, that is forecast. Right. Sing along. You want to know the movie? Oh, header's down. Header's not down. My bad. Not yourself today, Mr. Shear's uncle has passed away and I'm trying to support him. He's being a man as all men would be. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shear. Please pass on my sympathies to Mr. Shear. Crikey, what am I poking him where now? Okay, that's in the end of there. That one's easy. This one's the end of here. Alright, and they get something that goes over top of them now, I think. Well, at least next week, I feel like we're going to be onto the next bag, which will be nice. Bit of progress. Bit of progress. Kiwi made to laugh. That's good. You could always bring them up a bit down too, fellas. Got that sitting up there too. That will help. good when you've got people who can make you laugh when things aren't going too well. Yeah. Cheered up, cheer. Experiencing what FSG and I experienced, which is barley yielding well. There's too many pieces. I kind of want to carry on and finish off what I can, but there's still too many bits floating around. Like I'll be here till 11:30 if I did that. A strange way to do that. Very weird. After all that, I'm on the wrong. Where am I? I'm in the wrong spot. That's meant to be there. Ah, that's got a hole. Okay, I see what's going on now. I see, said the blind man. That is no fun, sheer. Hopefully it's something you guys can work out. Never fun having fights with people you love. Right. Poor old Rex. Rex is like, what did I get myself into? Okay, so that bit goes in there, that bit goes like that, and then this must all down there like that. You guys can actually see at the moment. Another side of screens on. This is what I mean, I'm loath to have an issue with the batteries now. I'm telling myself I needed to take some screenshots tonight and I have not done one. Cheers Kiwi, appreciate you spending some time with us this evening and bringing your tribe over. We'll catch up with you again soon. If you guys don't subscribe to Kiwi Sim Farmer, make sure you go and check him out. Nice to have another New Zealander on the scene. And he streams most nights of the week. It's 5 nights a week. So if you're looking for something... Oh, look at that! That's going to be our end of our job. We're at the end of the book. Got to make the rest up myself now. Haha. Well, it's actually a good time because it's 11 o'clock. End of the book, 11 o'clock. A couple of bits underway. We can go back to that. And yeah, let's jump back into in there. We'll finish off this little break, go down and back again, and then I think we'll call it quits. But yeah, this thing is becoming a beast. Look at it, how big it is. Let's just have a squiz here because I can go to big camera. Get a hold of me, but look at how big this is. We've got most of the sides done. So we've done the ladder, we've finished all up across the top up here. And this side we've put all the screens and shields and everything down this side. So I'm hoping got most of the back done. I'm guessing we're going to get some more screens on this side. That's what we're probably building now. But actually, if you look at, have a look at the book. Here's a whole lot of green and white to go on the side. And that must be spread across both sides somehow. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's big. It certainly is. On to the next one. I do have the other one. It's just over there, so suss that out. But yeah, that's going to be our job next time. Put time on 0.5, we'll have that back on +1. So let's just do a little bit of a refresh here. So the cotton's finished, both fields are planted. So we're going to have, by the end of this, we're going to have 3 more fields to plant, all the grass to mow, and moving into next month, we'll have a whole lot of fertilizer to put on over here, assuming. Let's double check that update. Yeah, oh, 18 needs line as well, so we have to line that one. Yeah, to keep us busy. It's a big piece of plastic, Ken. It certainly is a solid piece of plastic. That's alright, share. We pride ourselves on having a safe place where you can share things like that. No, it's not actually, Mrs. Prof. It's hiding in a box because when Stella arrived I had to put all of those in a place she couldn't get hold of them. So now it's quite a way away. We have to fish it out. Do a little video with all my tractor farming Lego at some stage. I love that, not Lego. Oh, Rex has definitely earned his keep running around in that grain cart. Good job. Yeah, don't want to have a second accident. No, she's been a little terror actually lately. She chewed through my rain jacket on the weekend, and all I can put that down into is that when I've taken her for walks wearing that, it could possibly have had some of her treats in the pocket and she could smell them. She was trying to chew into them. She's also chewed both mine and Mrs. Argsy's jandals, and she also got hold of her reading glasses case, but fortunately didn't actually get the glasses out, so she's not too popular at the moment. Well, in saying that, she's fine. Just being a dog. Hey, Farms and Oz, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. I'm going to do a little, if you haven't noticed, might have noticed I've been doing a little bit more on Facebook lately. Just been kind of a cool way to engage with people. But I'm going to put up a little bit of a post with all the servers, just promoting those. So, as always, wanting to try and get as many people playing on the servers as possible. I feel like this one, we can get lots of people on when I'm streaming, but not so much during the week and in between. So it'd be cool to get a few more people active on that. Gage Kentucky's been going great guns. Piper's been keeping, and Aussie Dan have been keeping Etruria ticking over, Saxlingham. All the servers have been going really busy. So it's been cool, it's been good to see. Hope everyone makes the most of them. Hopefully she passes through, yeah, hopefully. I think she was very spoiled over the holidays when we were away, and she was getting, probably walking, I don't know, 10k, getting walked 10k's a day. We might go for oh, maybe not that much. She'd get a good decent walk in the morning and then another one in the evenings. So it's a bit harder to walk her where we live because we're in the country and there's no roads and things like that. But someone get lost. He's cutting a little path through for the grain cart. We could probably just go and work on the same break all up, Piper. That's a good idea. Make it a bit easier for Rex to get through. But yeah, I think we're trying to make sure we get out and go and do a dozen laps of the house, which should probably, by the time you add it up, it'll be a k and a half. You walk right around the edge of the perimeter. So it adds up. But yeah, puppies will be puppies. Right. Well, we'll unload, and then if one of the others is planning to stay around and wants to jump on, they can take over here from me, because we are going to go to bed, get some shut-eye. Shut down. Oh, I keep on folding it, I don't know why. I think I've played this game enough not to press the fold button all the time, wouldn't you? Yeah, take care, Ken. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Thanks for coming across after that big Kiwi Sim Farmer raid. Appreciate you. Start early and beat the heat. Fair enough too, mate. Fair enough too. Right. Well, we are just going to park this up here, and if someone wants to come and take it, they can. That's us done. Good though. Lots of progress. I don't know how much cotton we made. Won't have counted the bales, I don't think. Maybe it does. Let's have a look. No storages. Oh, yeah, so we're at 330,000. So we have 312,000 litres out of that. So we are backed. Not far. We're in September. We should be selling that cotton at the moment. Cotton should be gone. Good time to sell it. Oh, now, while I remember, I'm going to jump into here. I'm going to hit the save game. Because there's a few times when I've disconnected, the game's crashed for some reason. And I have no idea why. Get that. We'll get a save going. So when I do leave, we don't lose any progress. But there we go. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you all hanging out tonight. It's been great to see so many people here. Been good to get a bit more progress done on the combine. I'm looking forward to carrying that on over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully by next week we can get the sides and the cab on. Because once we've done that, then we're into the header and header trailer. So, but yeah, we are only halfway through the build. Let's just grab out the book. Yeah, so for reference, this book is 397. How many pages are there of actual building stuff? Quite a few, so we've still got a long way to go. We still have a long way to go. 192, so still almost 200 pages in that one. And that must mean we've done 2, so we're actually only halfway through it. Crikey, that's kind of scary. Alright, well, we might be here for a wee bit longer getting this thing built, but it'll be worth it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great once it's finished. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your week. I'm going to try and stream on Sunday morning, so keep an eye out for that one. Getting back into some of those weekend streams. We'll see how we go with that. But until then, have a good rest of your week. Enjoy some farm sim. Enjoy whatever you're doing. I'm going to hopefully enjoy some sunshine. Playing golf with Mrs. Arksy on Saturday. Artemis testing early Saturday morning US time. So what's that? Saturday evening. Probably late Saturday evening our time. Cool. I'll have to check that out. That's going to be very exciting. Hopefully that all goes well and they'll be getting closer to the launch of that. And Starship, Elon's optimistically said 6 weeks to the next Starship flight. So I'm looking forward to seeing those all progress. But yeah, anyhow, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you again, Kiwi Sim Farmer, for the big raid and bringing everyone over to the stream. I do appreciate that. But until next week, until next time, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.